Hi everyone. Today I will tell you about the most powerful crisis management technique that may save your life one day. So if you forget about everything that I've spoken about on this channel, just remember this one, because tough, stressful and challenging situations hit us when we least expect them. And they happen to everyone. So listen up. Today I'll teach you how to get through anything, survive any mess, no matter what. For example, it turns out that your husband is a tyrant. He's beating you up and you need to escape ASAP. But you relocated for him to another country, you're financially dependent on him, and you don't have any support system ready to help you. Or imagine you're on a vacation and you wake up to discover that full-blown war broke out in your home country when you were asleep. In these situations, you face very real problems and you become so overwhelmed that you just don't know what to do. But then you have to do something right now and you're torn apart because you don't even know where to start. And you don't believe that one day your life will go back to normal again. So on that note, let's talk about awareness. Awareness is a tool that helps you make the best choices out of options that you have right now. And awareness is when you know which situations make you feel specific emotions. And those thoughts ultimately help you make decisions about where to go next or what to do. But the problem with these catastrophic situations is their extreme complexity. They're often filled with numerous events and consists of many nuances. In any such situation, like death, divorce, illness, you might feel a plethora of emotions overwhelming you, starting from guilt, fear, shame, anxiety, love, relief, all hitting you at once with different intensity. For example, when you're stuck in another country due to war, you might be waking up at night feeling very, very sad. Your heart hurts for your country where you spent over 30 years of your life, and being away makes you want to go back just because you're very, very sad. Then you feel pity. What are my family, my friends, my colleagues are going to do without me? Then you get a call from your family and they're obviously very stressed and accusing you of something, and you feel extreme anger again. Then you feel anxious because right in the middle of your city center hometown there's an explosion and your apartment suffers, and you realize that you might lose your home forever. And then you go for a coffee somewhere to feel better, and there will be this one person who will tell you to go home, that you steal their jobs and you're not welcome here. And you think, oh my goodness, the world is against me. And precisely because each one of those emotions is causing different impulses and thoughts pulling you in different directions, you start feeling extremely overwhelmed and helpless. So something is happening to you and there's nothing you can do. But in reality, you can and you should. And if you're feeling extremely overwhelmed, which is normal in this kind of scenario, then there is a proven tool to help you make the right decision even when the skies are falling. I call it emotional response grid. Let me give you an example to show you how it works. Imagine you're on a vacation and your home country faces invasion with full-blown explosions. Everyone is being forced into the army, and if you return, you might be taken. And let's say you have a holiday apartment booked for the next week and 3 months worth of savings to sustain you. Boom. What do? Here's what you should do. You breathe in and out. You take a piece of paper and write down the problem in the middle. Stuck in another country, then ask yourself, how do I feel? And here's what you might feel in this kind of situation. First, probably intense guilt. I didn't make enough money and now I only have enough savings for 3 months. It's all my fault. I didn't study enough and now I don't know enough languages to allow me to live where I want. I should have been studying more. It's all my fault. Write that down. Next, you might feel anger. I'm so exhausted. I have only 3 months left to figure everything out, and my sister is expecting me to mastermind her evacuation strategy. She is making me fill out all of her residency paperwork for her. I can't prioritize myself and it only adds to my burdens. And picking and processing all these emotions can be very hard just because of the way they mix together. With the war happening, I feel like I can't morally be angry at my sister. But when I don't feel anger, I can't really recognize love and pity that are also there. But But identifying and writing all these emotions down is the key. The third emotion that you might feel is fear. Fear for you. What if I can't find a job and a place to stay within such a short period of time? What if I end up homeless? What if I lose my mind through all of this? So it's a panic that you're feeling. What about my family? What about my property, my apartment, my friends, my colleagues, my dog, my cat, etc.? What if the war doesn't even end soon and I'm stuck here forever? Next emotion is responsibility. For your sister, for example, I might have to take care of my sister forever from now on just because she doesn't speak any foreign languages. And overall, what responsibility do I play in her life from now on? And what am I going to do about that? What about my parents? Am I responsible for them right now? The next emotion is pity. You feel extremely sorry for your friends and family and your sister because you start remembering all the sweet and warm emotions that you share with them. You feel deeply sorry for them because you remember them being very strong, happy, independent, and now they're weak, overwhelmed, and looking at you for help and support. And that just makes you feel terrible. You might also feel sadness because you realize that your life might never be the same again. And there is this sort of role reversal happening now because you turn into this parent personality for your family and for your sister as well. You might feel unconditional love for your family, for your country. You might want to save and rescue everyone. And then your family arrives and your expectations crash the minute your family walks in your apartment. After crazy weeks of finding a job, finding that apartment, you finally get a place to stay, and they walk in and say, it's horrible. It's nothing like they're used to. They refuse to sleep on the polyester bed sheets that you bought to save some money. And you feel super angry again and very sad. And you think, right, what if my life is like this forever from now on? So these emotions will come back in waves many times just because of complexity of all this situation. So in order to not stay stuck in this scenario for weeks, months, years, you need to have this emotional response grid filled out in front of your face. Once you've completed it, here's what you do. You rank each emotion by intensity and allocate percentages. For example, you might feel 5% sad, 40% responsible, and 60% scared. And in this situation, the most prominent emotion is your first guide to action. If fear is what you are mostly feeling right now, then act under its influence. Only by acting under the influence of this emotion will you release it and free up your system to process next emotions. And by acting on these emotions one by one, will you be able to eventually get through the situation. Okay, clear as mud. Now, once you know that fear is the biggest thing that is flowing through your system, look at what it consists of. Fear for your safety, fear of ending up homeless, fear of not being able to find a job, fear for your mental health. It's a panic you're feeling. But then again, ask yourself, what component is scaring me the most right now? Minimize it or eliminate it first. If you're scared of having no income, then getting a job must be your first priority. This way, you'll be slowly getting unstuck from the situation that you're in and will be waking up to a bit less horrible reality every day until your life becomes perfect again. All right, you guys. Now let's hope that these kind of situations never happen to you in your lifetime, but if they do, then you're prepared. Subscribe to my channel, like my videos, leave comments, and stay tuned for more videos. Bye everyone. Take care.